Doctor, touch on fasting a little bit more. You talked about that, and what do you mean when people go through that? You talked about a 7-day fast, so no solid foods, just juicing,
Right.
or what's the best way to go
Well,
about that?
the good question, because with fasting, I've been helping patients fast for 20 years, and fasting, realize Hippocrates back 400 BC, one of his main tools in helping his patients heal was fasting. But most doctors have gotten away from fasting, but I still see that fasting is one of the most powerful tools that doctors can use because it's one of the best ways to really detoxify the body. And again, years ago, I started using water fast. I quickly found out that was not the right way to fast. And then
Why is that?
Well, because when you water fast, first of all, your liver doesn't have the antioxidants, doesn't have all the liver detox capabilities that we need for it to detox at peak capacity. Okay. So the liver becomes a hotbed of free radical activity because it's not getting the cofactors, it's not getting the B vitamins, it's not getting the glutathione, everything it needs to clean up, see? Okay. And also it creates an acidic environment. We need an alkaline environment. And so then years ago, I started doing the juice fasting with juicing where the pulp was extracted and you just got the juice, and then the sugars went up. And then they started getting problems with elevated blood sugar, some inflammation went crazy, they were getting hungry, they were getting, it's just a nightmare. But then over the past few years, I found the best way is using one of these blender type methods, using the Blendtec or the Vitamix. Either one of those are very good. And that way we juice the whole plant. I'll put the seeds in there, I'll put a little eighth of a lemon or lime peel in there, the apple peels, the apple seeds, it grinds those up that have powerful phytonutrients in it. And we have different fasting regimens, like for blood pressure. We can drop blood pressure amazingly easy without any meds using a juicing protocol. Because see, realize when you're juicing, you're getting no sodium. I mean, you're getting mainly potassium, and sodium raises the pressure. It's amazing. I'll have patients drop 20 to 40 points within a few days, many times, of fasting. Now again, we also add beetroot. Beetroot is amazing at increasing nitrates. Nitrates dilate the blood vessels, and the blood pressure generally drops about 10 to 15 points systolic. And again, this is a study that was done over in England that actually showed that, and they'd put the beetroot actually and make little cakes or biscuits or little muffins out of it, and it still dropped the blood pressure, making them into muffins. But I said, let's forget the muffins because they put, bad fats in there and things like that. I juice the beetroot with organic celery. Now it's interesting, celery. If you say, well, why can't I use regular celery? Well, celery they've actually analyzed different vegetables and fruits, and they found that celery had more pesticides in it than any other produce.
Really?
And also apples did too. Now, years ago, I'd have my patients juicing celery and carrots and apples, chock full of pesticides. They were actually getting more toxic by juicing. So I had to rethink these things and figure it out, and that's why I rewrote the book, Toxic Relief. And now we have an amazing program, and for example, when my patients with high blood pressure juice, their pressure dropped 20 to 40 points by juicing the beetroot, the celery, a little pomegranate juice. Of course, they can add some ice and some water in it, and then add some carrots if they want. But everything has to be organic. The key is it has to be organic. And then they're full for hours because that fiber literally expands and fills them up. They have the choline in the game, so those toxins are not being reabsorbed. We have them on a glutathione booster. So we're literally quenching the fires, detoxifying, quenching free radicals, binding heavy metals, binding toxins, binding pesticides, organophosphates. And so it's just an amazing program. My patients feel so much better about the third day after. Now, the first day they go through sugar withdrawals. Some of them do. Not all of them, but some do. But then after that, it's amazing how good they feel. They say, wow, can I do this the rest of my life? I say, no, this is a seasonal thing. Now, if you want to do it once a month, that's fine. But usually we'll shorten it, and we may do it 3 days or something, once a month or something like that. Some people want to do it once a week. I say, good, do it once a week. Have a fast day. That'll be fine.